Okay guys, let's add on to our staff training. So hopefully you worked through that first video I put out, and we're going to continue on with this. I'm just going to maintain the star footwork. So again, just a quick review is simply what we call female triangle, advancing triangle. So we step out to our left, step out to our right about 45, and I'm going left first to right. We changed that, okay, but I'm just starting to the left and to the right. Side step left, side step right, back step left, and back step right. Okay, so that's what we call star footwork. Now, in this instance, what we're going to do is the first video I did was we used what we call single end method, right, where we're hitting like this, okay, and then we also did what I call the sliding double end method, right, where we're actually extending each end of the weapon, right, so sliding the hands and sliding the hands. Now what we're going to do is like some people might refer to as the paddle grip, where we're just keeping the hands fixed. So this would be a more infighting, close quarter type approach using the long weapon. So what we can do, that's very obvious in continuation on from the last video, is to simply do an inward strike here, an inward strike here, a horizontal strike here, horizontal strike, downward and downward, right? To just kind of keep things consistent with the last set that we were doing, right here and here. So simple, right? Forehand, backhand, forehand, middle, okay? Now, that being said, this obviously can be any configuration you want, any target with any step. I could step forward and hit low, you know, onward, right? I could hit high. So it's not a law, or it's just a method, right? So, but then now what we're going to do with this is just increase the striking a little bit. So when I go, I'm going to do sets of 3 on each step. So when I go to my left, we're going to go inward, 2, 3. So right, left, right. When I step to my right, it'll be left, right, left. So those would be shots to the head, right? It would be the target, or the hands. Then we step, where we go to the body here. So when I step right, it's left, right, left. And then lastly, right, left, right to the legs, right, left, right to the low line, okay? So 3 strikes, 3 strikes, 3 strikes at the middle, 3 strikes at the middle, 3 strikes going down, 3 strikes going down. Okay, simple, right? And then if you want, do that method to make it like a workout here, or like, you know, get some good conditioning, or add some change of direction, doing the same set, keep changing direction like we did in the last video. And now with this, what we're going to do is just add one little thing to this. So when I step out, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm at a thrust with the backhand, or the bottom hand. 1, 2, 3, since that's the last strike to hit, I'll uppercut thrust with this, right? So I'll go across the middle, 1, 2, 3, thrust, and 1, 2, 3, thrust, and then lastly, 1, 2, 3, low and thrust, and 1, 2, 3, low, and then thrust again. So just to give you some other striking options. Now, I can change the angle of my thrust as well. So if I go 1, 2, 3, thrusting high, and I'm already set up to do that next strike here. So with the position my hands are in already sets me up for my slashing. Then I thrust high again, slash, 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 thrusting high here like this with the bottom end, high thrust, low, 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 and then high thrust like that, okay? To just give you, again, added striking angles here like this, okay? So go ahead and add that now to your training. So again, we just did singles, then we did a 1, 2, 3, and then we added 1, 2, 3 with the thrust, okay? And then we'll add some more in the next video. Okay guys, so here's building off of the last set that we did with the paddle grip, okay? So we were doing 3 strikes on each line and keeping it relatively consistent, like in the previous videos. All 3 are high, all 3 are middle, all 3 are low, and then of course we added some thrusts at the end there. So what we're going to do with this now is we're going to stay with the 3 striking method. We're going to keep the star footwork. We're going to stay in the what I call the paddle grip, right? We're calling the double end paddle grip. But we're just going to break up our sequences, based on targeting. So we're basically looking at head, body, could be the ribs, could be the hips, could be anywhere in the abdomen or even the arm area. And then lastly is the low line, legs, the knees, the shins, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to break everything up into a 1, 2, and then 2 and then 1, so to speak. Idea. So check this out. So we're going to go 2 high, but our third strike will be at the body, right? So we're going to go head, head, body. Then as we sidestep, we go body, body, then up to the head. Body, body, up to the head. And as we backstep, we're going to tack the low line and then finish one to the body. So we go leg, leg, and then body. So I'll do it this angle. So we go head, head, slash to the body, head, head, slash to the body. Body shots, then slash to the head. Body shots, then slash to the head. And lastly, leg shots, slashing to the body. Leg shots, slashing to the body. Right? So there's a good little sequence, right? One that you can see how it's going to force you to think about. Now you can see the boxing in there, hopefully. But we'll get to that later. Hit, 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 right? Then low, low, middle, low, low, and then middle. Okay? Now again, as you start to develop this, you can then just start to break out of that. For instance, I like a 1, 2 uppercut, okay? Low, low, and then an uppercut like that. So now we're going high. But we're looking at the most efficient way to go high to the head, right? So, and then of course I can change that permutation up to 1 to the head, 2 to the body. 1 to the head, 2 to the body, 1 to the body, finishing up at the head. 1 to the body, hitting to the head. 1 to the legs, and then 2 at the body. 1 to the legs, 2 at the body. I'm keeping a very consistent forehand, backhand, forehand method. So that's single, double at the body. Single to the head, hitting the body twice. Single to the body, hitting the head twice. Single to the body, hitting the head twice. Single to the leg, hitting the body twice. Leg, body, and body, just like that, okay? So go ahead and play with that, guys, and then, as always, it's up, you make it your own, right? So I'm just giving you a pattern to get the brain working, to get the body movement, symmetry, and then you can break out of that and freestyle as much as you want. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We'll see you in the next video.